hours of beekeeping made simple, and I have a little bit of a yellow jacket problem. It's really out of control. They are like landing on me and licking my bare hands while I'm trying to inspect the beehives, and they are all over the beehives. And my daughter stepped on the nest while wearing flip-flops and shorts and was stung 6 times. So I do not like to kill bugs just because I don't like the look of them or because they sting. Yellow jackets aren't insanely aggressive if you're not bothering their nest, to be honest. But because they're making it so difficult to inspect my hives and talk, because this one won't leave me alone, I've decided it's time to get rid of this nest. So there are 2 things you can do when you have a yellow jacket problem. You can create a lure to just kill them right there. You attract them and you kill them. There's ones that you put boric acid in, which they can potentially bring back to the hive and die there and, you know, kill others, or they can just drown in your lure right then and there. But really the best thing to do is to kill the nest. So I have done both, and I'm going to share what worked and what didn't work. First what I did was lure the wasps. I made a lure. I did not buy any wasp traps because I found that, from what people have told me, they are not incredibly effective. However, I did make one of these traps, which is a 2-liter bottle where you cut off the top, turn it to invert it, put it inside, and you put a lure in here and they go into the tube, the opening, and they get stuck and they cannot get out. I made a few lures. I made them with cat food and syrup and apple juice, and I made some with soda, and I have to say that the ones that killed the most wasps were the ones that were in open bowls. I think because they could just scent it a lot faster. So what's in this magical solution that attracts so many wasps in just a little over an hour? Well, this is syrup. So this is equal parts water and sugar. 1 cup of water mixed with 1 cup of sugar, stirred up till the sugar is dissolved. Then I added 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Doesn't have to be the kind with the mother in it. This is just to discourage honeybees from going to it, because we don't want to kill the honeybees, and they are deterred by the vinegar. Alternatively, you can use apple juice instead of syrup and add a little bit of sugar to that. And I added in about a teaspoon or 2 of grape jelly and mix that all up. I put in a big container so I can carry it out easily with me. Then I pour it into the bowl. Once it's in the bowl, then I add a few drops of liquid dish soap. Now, lures are great if 1, you just want the satisfaction of seeing a bunch of dead yellow jackets in a bowl. 2, you want to collect a bunch of different kinds of wasps to see what you have in your area. 3, you want to distract the wasps from, say, your deck or your party or wherever, and put it on the other side of your property so that they go there as opposed to going where you have a lot of foot traffic. But if you really want to get rid of that yellow jacket population, not get rid, but bring it down considerably, then what you need is to get rid of the nest. And that's what I set out to do. The best way to get rid of a yellow jacket nest is with a good old shovel and a shop vac. What I did was I just brought the shop vac around and started to suck up the yellow jackets. Quite a few were at the entrance, just keeping an eye out for invaders. And then every once in a while I might take a heavy rock or something and bang on the entrance just to encourage more to come out. We're doing that, even like a couple of queens came out of the entrance and I was able to suck them up. You can, once you've gotten some of the ones at the entrance, you can take some soapy water. What you want is 1 gallon of water mixed with 1 cup of soap. I put them in jugs and I poured them into the entrance, and then put a weed cloth over top with some bricks and heavy rocks, and to drown out the wasps. Then I came back a day later, took that off, and checked to see if there are any more wasps still around. To my dismay, there still were. So I took the shop vac again, sucked up any of the wasps that were right there at the entrance, and that's when I just took my shovel and dug up the nest. There was a piece that was about the size of a soccer ball, another piece that was a little bit smaller than that, another piece smaller than that. They have these tunnels underground, and I just dug up the whole thing and continued to use the shop vac to suck up the queens that were coming out, because that's really important as well. You really need to suit up. You need a sting resistant bee suit, not just like the cheap cotton bee suit looking thing that you might get at the hardware store for painting. You want a good bee suit and sting resistant gloves. If you use heavy gardener's gloves and they're tight against your skin, or they're usually very short around the wrists, wasps can get in there. Now, I did also try this method, which is to make one of these traps and put it over the entrance exit hole. And then I banged on the ground with this to encourage a whole lot of wasps to come out. Now, that did work at first because they came out and then they went up into this and they were stuck inside. But and then you leave that over there for a while. But the problem with that for me was that there were 3 entrances, and they were too far apart for that one bottle to plug up all of the holes. So it didn't do as much. Now, you don't need to pour the dish soap down there, but I did find that when I dug up the wasp nest, the dish soap wasn't enough for this nest. It was pretty big, but what it did do was kill a lot of the queens that were down at the bottom. It just didn't kill all of the wasps or come up and fill up the entire nest. But the thing is, with all these nests, you have thousands of yellow jackets that can be in this colony. And the good news is that they don't reuse a nest. But the bad news is that they could be making 10, 15 queens in this nest. And at the end of the season is when these queens will go mate. And then they will go off in search to create their own nest somewhere else. And now you're going to have numerous yellow jacket colonies from just that one. So getting rid of the nest is really the best thing to do. A lot of them are in the ground. So keep an eye out for seeing a lot of wasps flying on the ground, especially where there's a fallen log, rotting wood. Now, I'm not encouraging you to kill every single yellow jacket nest you see. They eat not only sugar, like from flowers, as well as you'll see them on fruit, but they consume protein just like honeybees do. But honeybees, they gather protein in the form of pollen, and yellow jackets are carnivorous, and so they will gather caterpillars and aphids and houseflies, which does make them beneficial for many gardens when they are, you know, in a lower population. But that's why you will also see them on your cat food or on your burgers and at your barbecues. Now, later in the season, they're not so much gathering protein as much desperate for that syrup. So if you do not have a bee suit and you want to get rid of this yellow jacket nest, please contact a professional to do this for you. It would probably be the same price as buying a suit for yourself. Do not do this with the bare hands, because yellow jackets and all wasps can sting repeatedly, unlike honeybees, which lose their stinger after they sting you. They can also bite, which also hurts. If you have any other tips to deal with yellow jackets or other wasps, please leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.